In this video, we'll discuss the special ad categories, and it's important for you to know them before you start making campaigns, because sometimes if you do break these policies, you can get your account very quickly banned, and you do need to comply with these policies most of the time. Sometimes you can try to circumvent them in specific ways, but that's really not recommended because it can quickly ruin your account reputation. So let's see what are the special ad categories. First of all, when you create a new campaign, in the campaign creation section, you will see this thing over here, this prompt for special ad categories. And you are required to declare if your ads are about social issues, elections, or politics. Now, as soon as you click that, you will see that in order for you to do that, you have to confirm your identity, meaning that you have to send your ID information to Facebook, and you do need to have a page that has an approved ad account, and you also need to create a disclaimer for your ads so that it's very clear what you're doing. Facebook is doing this for transparency reasons and for political reasons and so on. However, as you can see here, if you click on the Learn More button, as I have done over here, you will see that it is not just about social issues, elections, or politics. It's a bit more than that. So first of all, we have the special ad categories, and all of the ads should follow the Facebook's advertising policies, which we will be discussing later on in details. But for the special ad categories, you have to be especially careful because they're special. And within the special ad categories, you also have credit opportunities. You should read this carefully because that includes lots of things. So first of all, if you are directly linking to some kind of credit opportunity like a loan, credit card offers, car sales, which are leased, personal or business loan services, mortgage loans, long-term financing, anything like that, and even if it's just for a branding campaign for a specific credit card or a bank or something like that, that falls within the credit opportunity special ad category, and you do have to use the special ad categories. Next is the employment opportunities, which are a broad thing as well. First of all, any ads that promote or directly link to an employment opportunity, including but not limited to full-time jobs, internships, or professional certification programs, for example, which Masters Academy falls into that category. Any related ads that fall within this category include promotions for job boards, job fairs, job offers, job events, and so on, or any kind of aggregation services or human resource calls or anything like that that's related to job opportunities could fall into that category. Now, this is probably the most problematic category because we could say that Masters Academy is just education, but then the person reviewing your ads could say that it's actually a certification opportunity and an employment opportunity. And then we might decide to opt in for the special ad categories or not. And you would see why that could be very restricting in a very quick second once we get to that, to the restrictions on those. And then housing opportunity or related services, and those are ads that promote or directly link to a housing opportunity or a related service, included but not limited to listings for sale, any properties, homes, or anything like that. Now, these last two are basically anti-discrimination measures, and you need to understand that. So what Facebook is trying to do is present those opportunities equally to people of all ages, races, genders, and so on. So if you are presenting an education opportunity, you should not be advertising it to white males between the age of, let's say, 30 and 50, right? Because those are the most likely for you, customers for you, and maybe you will get a better return on ad spend, lower CPA, and more conversions and more clients and so on. That might be a good thing and a reasonable thing to do from the advertiser side, but that means that educational and housing opportunities do not reach the world equally, and so thus it creates discrimination. I'm not defending this logic in any way. I'm just saying that this is Facebook's logic. And also, this is not a comprehensive list, and you can get some more examples. You can see here some very good links on the advertising policies and the discriminatory practices, which will open as well. And about the audiences for special ad categories, which is very, very important to check out. Now, these audiences, so if you do select this option over here and your ad falls within the special ad categories, first of all, Facebook say that you are obliged to select it. And if you don't, and they catch you, that will be a policy violation, and it will be recorded in your account history. And if you break the law or the policy several times, you can get your account banned. And getting your account banned could be fatal, because if you spent, let's say, several $100,000 or a few $1,000,000, your data is worth that money, because it will make your ads perform better. So the more data you have in your pixels and your ad accounts, the more the better your ads become, and so that data is worth real money. And getting your account banned is really, really bad. So that's why you should be aware of these audiences and the special ad categories. And so the more important part here is, first of all, if your campaign is a part of a special ad category, you can't use previously saved audiences. So that's just not an option with those special ad categories. And you need to, when you create a new campaign, you can select a special ad category and add your category, and then select your marketing objective to follow the prompts. And basically, what they're saying is that you can create an audience, and you can either create a new custom audience from existing information that you have about your customers, or a special ad audience, which is pretty much similar to the lookalike audiences, but applying these targeting options from below. And so certain targeting options, such as special ad audience and custom audience, may be only available via Ads Manager as well. So now, what are the options? Once you have chosen your audience, you will be able to select certain reduced targeting criteria based on Facebook's discriminatory practices policy, which you can read as well. Now, the main limitations are the locations. You can target your ads by geographic locations such as country, region, state, province, or city, and so on, but not by postal code, specific locations, and so on. This is specifically coming from the American side, where some neighborhoods don't want some people in their neighborhood, which is practically discrimination, and that's why this has been implemented there, but it's the same for everyone in the world. And so you can't use any pin drops and radios and so on. Specific locations that you select will include a 15-mile radius around that targeted city and so on. So you can't do that as well. So you're basically, you cannot be very precise with your location options. You cannot touch the age at all. So everyone from 18 through 65 is included automatically in your targeting option. So you don't have any options to select age. Now note that this here thing says 18, not 16. Take a look at this. If you don't select special ad categories and you go to your ad set, you are actually allowed to select different ages. As you can see here, you can start from 13. But if you are within a special ad category, you cannot target these age ranges over here. Your age range is automatically set up to 18 through 65. You can't do anything about it. Same for gender. You are advertising to all genders. That would be male, female, and other. Those include all possible genders to come in the future as well. Now, detailed targeting is also limited. So some demographic, behavior, and interest options are unavailable. Those would be those that can be used for any kind of discriminatory practices. So you can't just advertise to some of those people, because that would be again considered discrimination. So the special ad categories basically apply, and you should definitely read it. Don't take my word for it specifically in this one. I'm just showing you that the special ad categories, and you need to be aware of them, but you need to do your reading for that to be sure. And it might also change in the future, so definitely check it out. Don't take my word for it. But if you are running ads for social issues, elections, loans, housing opportunities, or job opportunities, you need to consider adding your ads to these special ad categories. Now, if you try to circumvent that, you need to change your landing page at least to comply with these policies, and you need to also confirm your identity and add a page that you're going to be advertising from, which should be a verified business, of course. And then you should also add your disclaimer to be able to run these kinds of ads. Most of the time, you won't be within the special ad categories, but you should know about them. And that's everything that you need to know about special ad categories.